welcome to my channel. In this video, we will explore the depths of realism, dissecting its principles and significance within the realms of art, literature, and culture. What is the concept of realism? Realism in the arts is generally the attempt to represent subject matter truthfully, without artificiality and avoiding speculative and supernatural elements. The term is often used interchangeably with naturalism, although these terms are not synonymous. Father of realism. Henrik Ibsen, the Norwegian playwright, is often regarded as the father of realism. He played a pivotal role in bringing realistic themes and characters to the stage, revolutionizing the way theatre portrayed human life. Origin of realism. Realism emerged as an artistic and literary movement in the mid-19th century, primarily as a reaction against the idealized and romanticized depictions prevalent in art and literature. It originated in France in the 1840s. Gaining momentum during the 1848 Revolution, realism sought to portray the world truthfully, focusing on ordinary people and their everyday struggles, devoid of romantic embellishments. History of realism. Realism became a dominant cultural movement in various forms of art, literature, and theatre during the 19th and early 20th centuries. It challenged traditional artistic conventions and emphasized the accurate representation of contemporary life. Realist artists and writers, including Gustave Courbet, Anna Domia, and Émile Zola, played significant roles in shaping the movement. Realism's influence extended globally, inspiring artists and writers across different cultures to depict reality with authenticity and honesty. What is the main idea of realism? Realists believe that there are no universal principles with which all states may guide their actions. Instead, a state must always be aware of the actions of the states around it and must use a pragmatic approach to resolve problems as they arise. What is realism in simple word? A tendency to face facts and be practical rather than imaginative or visionary. 2. Depicting in art and literature of people and things as they really appear to be, without idealizing. See also naturalism. What is realism with examples? Realism, in art and literature, depicts people and things as they really appear, without idealization. For example, Gustave Courbet's painting The Stone Breakers is a notable example of realism. How is the father of realism? As one of the founders of modernism in theatre, Henrik Ibsen is often referred to as the father of realism, and the second most influential playwright of all times, after Shakespeare, that is. What are the major features, principles or characteristics of realism? Realism, as an artistic and literary movement, is characterized by several key features that distinguish it from other styles. Here's an explanation of the major features of realism. 1. Focus on social issues. Realist works often address pressing social concerns of their time, shedding light on issues such as poverty, inequality, and injustice. Artists and writers use their creations to critique societal problems and advocate for change. 2. Portrayal of everyday struggles. Realism emphasizes the challenges faced by ordinary people in their daily lives. Instead of depicting grandiose or fantastical events, realist works showcase the common struggles, triumphs, and hardships experienced by individuals in their mundane routines. 3. Depiction of truths. Realism aims to present an honest and unvarnished view of reality. It avoids idealization and romanticism, showing life as it truly is, warts and all. Realist artists and writers seek to capture the raw and authentic aspects of the human experience. 4. Focus on middle and lower class people. Realism often focuses on the lives of average citizens, especially those from middle and lower class backgrounds. This emphasis on common people contrasts with earlier artistic movements that primarily depicted the lives of the aristocracy or mythical beings. Realist creators give a voice to those who are often marginalized or overlooked in society. 5. Focus on ordinary people. Realism often tells stories about regular folks and their everyday experiences, making it relatable to many readers or viewers. 6. Attention to detail. Realist works pay close attention to accuracy and include specific details to make the story or artwork believable and true to life. 7. Inner thoughts and emotions. Characters in realistic stories share their feelings and thoughts, allowing readers to understand their emotions and motivations better. 8. Social and moral issues. Realism explores important topics like social problems, ethics, and what's right or wrong, reflecting the challenges of real life. 9. Avoidance of romanticism. Realism doesn't rely on fantasy or idealized versions of life. It shows things as they are, without exaggeration or romanticizing situations. 10. Use of common language. Characters speak and express themselves in the way real people do, using everyday language that readers or viewers can easily understand. 11. Exploration of human nature. Realistic works delve into the complexities of human behavior, showcasing the strengths, flaws, and intricacies that make us who we are. What are the 4 types of realism? 1. Social realism. This shows how people live and work, especially those who may not have a lot of money. Think about stories where characters face challenges like poverty or unfairness. 2. Psychological realism. This is about understanding how people think and feel inside. Authors write about characters' thoughts, emotions, and what makes them tick. 3. Magical realism. This is like real life, but with a touch of magic. Imagine ordinary people living in a world where magical things happen, but everyone treats them as normal. 4. Naturalism. This type of realism shows how our surroundings and where we come from affect us. It explores how nature, society, and family shape who we are. 5. Regionalism. This is all about a specific place and the people there. Authors focus on the unique customs, language, and way of life in a particular region. 6. Dirty realism. This kind of realism talks about the tough parts of life, showing the difficult and not so pleasant sides of everyday living. What are the 3 concepts of realism? 1. Anarchy. Imagine there's no boss or rule book for countries in the world. They have to figure things out on their own, which can sometimes be tricky. To dot balance of power. Countries try to make sure no one becomes too strong. It's like friends making sure everyone gets a fair share of toes to play with, so no one feels left out or upset. 3. National interest. Countries make decisions based on what's best for them, just like how you might choose games to play that you enjoy. Countries do what benefits their own people and keeps them safe. I hope you've understand this lecture. If you have any queries, let me know in the comments section and do share it with your friends.